Hello, hi everyone. Good evening. Am I audible? Everyone, hello.
Hi Shivam, hi
Hi,
everyone.
good evening, good evening.
Evening, good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Hi, Pooja. Hi, Nipun sir. How are you?
So,
Good, good.
So Surya sir is also here. Surya sir, very good evening. Welcome to the boot camp.
Hi Shivam, very good evening. Thank you so much for inviting me. Hello everyone, Dr. Ashish, Dr. Mohit, Pooja ji.
Hello.
hi, sir.
Is everybody here? Yes. Do you mind checking, telling me is everybody here? I think there are a couple of
Just
startups.
give me a sec.
Yeah. Suryansh, is there anybody left? You can call them, no? We can wait for 2 minutes, sir, no? Because people are joining.
Yes, Aram sir, no issues.
Thank you. How's the weather there, sir? Is it raining or is it hot?
So weather is good. Right now I am in Gandhinagar, so in Gandhinagar it's raining. In Ahmedabad it's not.
Where we're
And
currently sharing this,
yes,
Jaipur is also heavily raining today.
that's great. I like Jaipur range. So basically my native is from Vijayanagar itself. अजमेर के तो थोड़ा आगे है वहां से. एंड रियल रेंज अगर कहो तो वो कुछ पार्ट ऑफ राजस्थान में होती है, तो वेदर शिफ्ट्स इन रेंज. हियर इन अहमदाबाद इट इज लेसर हॉटर, नथिंग एल्स. So we have
I couple of days when I visited Ahmedabad, sir, it was skin burning hot. I don't know why
yes it
it
is.
was like, this is more hot than usually Jaipur is. Now, added on to this, sir, there was a very strange fact that I got to know about the gift city, that there is a city beneath the gift city. There is a city that exists.
Beneath the Gift City.
Yeah.
That's right. Even each and every road of Gift City is made over a tunnel.
So, like, is
And
it above the tunnel?
yes, it's above the tunnel. So basically, in below Gift City, there are some systems which are already placed. Okay, and people work below the roads. Those are sewage systems, then garbage systems, then cooling systems, and each and everything. So the roads which we see into Gift City, each and every road is having their own tunnel below them.
Super amazing. I think most of us are here, and I guess a couple of startups are on the way of joining. I think we can start. Right? Yes, sir, please. You can take over, sir.
Yes, thank you so much. And I had a word with Shivansh. Is Shivansh here?
Suryansh. Yeah, Suryansh is here.
Suryansh. Sorry. My bad.
Yes, sir.
Suryansh. So sorry, Suryansh, I will be needing your help as I am trying to figure out how to share screen from my laptop at this point of time. But Google is not allowing me to do that. So if you can do it for me, please.
No issues, sir. No issues. I'll do it for you.
Okay, so I think I would request if we can start with a small introduction of ours. All these startups, if they can introduce yourself. Let me also introduce myself as well. So let me start with the things, and then we can have a quick round of introduction, and then we can have a conversation. It won't be like a PPT or session something, but would like to have the conversation between all of us. So yes, hello everyone, Jai Hind. This is Surya Tripathi. So I am a defense consultant as well as I work for the Gujarat Government Innovation System. So I work as an investment head in an organization named iHub Gujarat, that is Gujarat Student Startup Innovation Hub, which is a flagship initiative and a Section 8 company of Education Department. So we have approximately 700 startups there, with which we are working. So we work with all the stages startup from starting from the idea stage to the growth stage. On the second, I am also a consultant to Gift City at this point of time. So I also consult Gift IFIH, that is again a innovation hub or an initiative of Gujarat government. Then I am a defense consultant, so I work with Territorial Army Innovation Cell. I work with Defense Innovation Organization, and this is a small thing or small initiatives which I have taken. Over to the others.
Okay, I can start. This is Nipun. Hi, Surya. Hi, everyone. I'm the founder of Details. We essentially create innovative products using agricultural waste. So we conform to circular economy principles and create products that are functional, durable, and have a good end of life to ensure Earth's resources are used to the best possible manner as we can. So that's what we're striving to do on that part. So today, just to give a little clarity, we essentially are working on drinkware products, which are coffee mugs, teacups, and this.
Great.
Hi, sir. Sagar this side. I am a founder of Allure Cosmetics. It is a company which deals in beauty tools and accessories. So we have around approximately 300 SKUs in our portfolio, and we majorly sales on e-commerce. Like we are available on all the e-commerce platform. And recently we have started in offline mode as well. Like we have started in 3 states in Rajasthan, Haryana, and UP.
Great.
Hi, sir. I'm Dr. Ashish. First of all, thank you, sir. It will be our privilege that we'll be hearing you. We'll be basically learning you a lot of things from you. So I'm basically a physiotherapist, and we are running a physiotherapy center, especially in robotics. So currently we have 2 centers currently in Jaipur. So we are into like pain management, also in a neurological physiotherapy, and looking for an expansion to make this physiotherapy as a scalable model to the for a national repute.
Great.
Thank you.
Hello, Surya, sir. I'm Devita Agrawal, founder of Potent Hygiene. It's a D2C personal and feminine hygiene brand tackling menstrual and travel hygiene across India. So we have products like rash-free sanitary pads, which are biodegradable as well. We have urine bags, vomit bags. We have toilet seat covers, and we have many products related to menstrual hygiene. Right now, we are available on Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra. We have onboarded Blinkit. The listings will soon be live, and we are working actively towards website development right now. That is all about us.
Great.
Surya, hi, this is Abhiraj. I'm the co-founder of Vyapar Cred. So we are a AI-driven fintech for credit analysis for clean energy companies, right? We basically help clean energy companies get access to structured debt solutions. That's something that we do. We have also just started something called as trade credit options for clean energy companies, the first one to actively do that in India. So we'll discuss whenever we get a chance to separately understand or make you understand more about this product.
Sure.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm Sonali, again, Turtle Tails. So we manufacture products made with rice husk, and currently we are giving it to a lot of corporates and a lot of gifting companies. Look forward to learn more from you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Hello, myself Himanshu Hers, and I am the founder of Octobyte Services Private Limited. We are a cybersecurity firm, and what we do here basically we provide cybersecurity services to and the cybersecurity manpower to other firms as a MSS provider. उनके अलावा हम साइबर सिक्योरिटी टूल्स जो होते हैं जो प्रोएक्टिव होते हैं टूल्स उनको हम एआई इंटीग्रेटेड एंड एआई इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर के साथ और एडवांस बिल्ड करते हैं हमारे अपने खुद के कई सारे ईडीआर एक्सडीआर सॉफ्टवेयर हैं तो हम साइबर सिक्योरिटी पे काम करते हैं और इसके बारे में गवर्नमेंट के साथ हम काम करना चाहते हैं इसमें आपकी जो एक्सपीरियंस है सर हमें काफ़ी ज़्यादा रिक्वायर्ड होगी
Okay, thank you.
Hello, sir. Myself, Dr. Mohit Malhotra, founder of Nath Ayurveda Private Limited. So we manufacture Ayurvedic products, like unique Ayurvedic products. I got the patent from the government of India for the beets herbal tea, like the tea for the heart and the cardiac health. And so many other products like pain oil. We have very unique pain oil, hair oil, and other so many cosmetic products also. So we need to grow better. So that's my point, sir.
Great, great.
Yeah, hi sir, good evening. Amir from Highride.
Sorry, your voice was breaking.
My name is Amir sir from Highride, India. Highride is a carpooling platform.
Okay,
Yeah, we are starting of 7th of June is the official launch
great,
for ride sharing for car and bike also.
great.
Own coffee land, so I want to build something meaningful out of having the strong source. And the plan is to bring the sourced beans directly from the farm to cup and give the real time experience also, that how the coffee is sourced or how your coffee beans come to your cup. So there are a lot of things actually. Would definitely have a session with you going ahead and explain you more better. So this is my short introduction as of now. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, so anybody left or we can start the session?
Sure, sir, we'll start.
Okay. So hi, good evening everyone. And today we will be talking about the product development and scalability. Okay. So when we say about the product development and scalability, it is a very important. It plays a very important role to place your startup into the market. So when I say it plays a very important role, it is something if you are having a startup, if you are having a let's say D2C startup, if you are having a SaaS-based startup, if you are having a fintech startup, Ayurvedic startup, or anything. But how do you place your product into the market says how your startup will be known or how your brand value will be made. Let's just start with an example. You must have heard about Pringles. Pringles bake and fries chips. Okay. That is we know since our most of our childhood that okay, Pringles ka box. We need Pringles is something which we see that it is a lavish thing. Then came to Lay's. Lay's is also a chips. Then we have Balaji into the market. Then right now we have Gopal into the market, Real into the market. When you see these kind of chips, when you say Pringles, people see it like a premium product, a very premium product. So their product placing into the market is something they only go with the premium products. When you say it is about Balaji or Real, it is a product which is available to everyone. Like they are not targeting a specific area of customers, they are only targeting the customers. Whosoever is traveling, whosoever is roaming around, whosoever wants to have any bite, he or she should have Real or Balaji or Gopal at any point of time in his life. That is their philosophy, right? Or that is their policy. So this is why we say that product placing or product after development of product placing decides how or what kind of a brand you want to build. So today's agenda, if are going around, that we will talk something about product development, we will talk something about scalable roadmap, we will talk something about MVP and iteration, tech scalability, like how do tech helps in scalability or scaling your product, growth metrics क्या होता है, and then we will discuss about a case study also. Okay. So till now I just wanted to ask कौन कोलगेट को कोई जानता है? डू यू एनीबडी नो कोलगेट?
Yes, you know.
Okay. So generally you must have seen that more than 70% of the people, they go to a shop and they say एक कोलगेट देना. They don't say के give me a toothpaste or something. They will say के give me a Colgate. Sometimes people say that give me a close-up wala Colgate. Okay. We must have taken photocopies, but we say that give me a Xerox. Yeah, I want to Xerox this. Jabki Xerox is not the term, photocopy is the term. Whenever you rise in the morning, और हम ये कहते मॉर्निंग में उठते ही वी से के गुड नाइट बंद कर देना. वी डोंट से के जो मॉस्किटो रिपेलेंट है जो स्विच में लगा हुआ है उसको बंद कर दो. विल से के गुड नाइट को बंद कर दो. ओके. सो दिस इज समथिंग व्हेन यू बिल्ड अ प्रोडक्ट and it becomes a brand and it becomes a existence into the market that all the other products are relatable to that product. That is something when you say that okay, we have placed our product in such a way that it has become brand and it has become the verb for that thing. Okay. Can we go close with the next slide, please? Product development life cycle. Every founder know that there is an idea. That idea needs to be validated. That validation goes to MVP. That MVP goes to a beta. When we say beta, it's a POC kind of a thing that we do a POC with the beta. Okay, how it is, the market is accepting or not. Then we make a product market fit and then we scale. Okay. So all of you knows that whenever you have an idea, so the journey between idea to product is something where you need to do a lot of research, lot of pivots, lot of pilots needs to be done. Okay, so let's discuss about that what an idea and how it goes to a product. Whenever we say that a startup wants to make a product, okay, they are having an idea. For example, if I take the recent example of Titan, there is a series named Titan, okay, on the Prime Video. So how do Titan came into watch business? How do Tatas came into watch business? Basically, there was a time जब वॉच बिजनेस जो था वो यूरोपियन मार्केट से कंट्रोल होता था. देयर वर यूरोपियन कंपनीज हु वर मेकिंग द वॉच एंड दे वर हैविंग देयर monopolies. Okay. At that point of time, Tata or the founders and the stakeholders of Tata had a vision that we will be making something which will be a wristwatch. How we will be making, we don't know. What we will be making, we don't know. And how it will compete into the market, we don't know. Whether it will be suitable for the market or not, we don't know. They just know that we need to make India's first. Yes, right. Pivoting from newspaper agency to a watch manufacturing. So वो उसके अंदर बताया है. The real thing was they wanted to make a thing. They wanted to make a wristwatch, and how they don't know what they don't know. So they had an idea. After having that idea, they just went to the market, whether there is a demand of wristwatch into the Indian market. Is people residing into India wearing watches or not? So at that point of time, there was a small concept of pocket watch, which came from the Britishers. Like they used to have a pocket watch here in their coat. So that was a status symbol. Those who are having a pocket watch, they used to carry a status symbol. Okay, we are wearing a blazer and we are carrying a pocket watch here. So that was a status symbol at that point of time. And Tata penetrated the market by emotions. That okay, we don't want to create a status symbol as a watch. We just wanted to align the watch with the emotions of the people. Whenever you are giving a watch to somebody, he or she should know, he or she should remember that watch as a sign of your emotions. Whether a mom is giving to, whether a mom is giving watch to her daughter or his son, then also it should be something that okay, मेरी mom ने दिया था. It is when a boss or maybe a leader is giving his watch to his employee or his follower, then it becomes a symbol of excellence. Okay, okay, I am rewarded by a symbol of excellence. So that was something they wanted to create. They wanted to enter into the same market, but with a different approach. But first of all, they went with the market analysis. Okay, okay, we have an idea to make a watch, but we want to validate whether it will be acceptable into the market. For that, they did a market survey. After doing a market survey, they made a simple watch, a simple wrist watch, जो थोड़ी सी मोटी हो, जिसके अंदर there can be a hour hand, there can be a minutes hand, and there can be a second hand, which were available into the markets. Okay, and they were doing good. They completed their beta check. They went for the POCs, pilotings. Okay, people are accepting this or not. And when they find out okay, the product market fit is there, then they started scaling. They started going into the Indian markets. When they started going into the Indian markets, they came to know that okay, right now we are having the very good watch market into the southern part of India, but the northern part of India is having something different. They are not going with the regular wristwatch which are made in India. And then they start thinking, okay, we need to do something else. We need to pivot here to capture the whole Indian market. So this is something which we call a product development cycle. But in this, there is also core roles which the other things plays. For example, your tech team. How strong is your tech team? How strongly your tech team or your sales team or your product development team is competing with your own competitor. At that point of time when Titan came, there was a company named GMT. So they were competing with GMT. They need to know that how GMT is competing, how GMT tech team is like, what is their, let's say, what is their merits, what is their core competencies, and how they can beat them. Okay. Similar way, whatever your startup is, whether it is a fintech platform, whether it is a D2C product, whether it is a Ayurved, you need to know that whatever your team is capable of and what are the competencies of the other startup and your startup, then only when you will be having big orders you will be able to beat the competitor if you are bidding for the same order or same kind of, let's say, RFPs or something like that. Okay, so going ahead with this, anyone who can tell me that in this product cycle, in this product development, when you are building a product, what are the other challenges which you face apart from the tech team, other apart from the manufacturing, or in the tech or D2, in D2C it will be most of the manufacturing, but into tech they will be developers and all. So what are the other problems which you face? Any idea, anything else which you faced? Okay, there is this thing which we are lacking.
I think pricing strategy is also very important for all products.
Pricing strategy, yes sir, pricing strategy is important. But while making the product,
Yeah, the
Oh no.
R&D. Go ahead. Sorry, Abhiraj.
Okay. So while making the product, I think so. I'll tell you what we faced was more on the aspect of figure out the features which to ship first and which not. Because as a tech product, you always feel that you want to ship as many features as possible in the first go. But what we also learned is there is no best product first. It's always a iteration cycle that always happens.
truly said. Yes, Nipunji, you were telling something.
For a product company like ours, honestly, it was the cost involved to really get the product to a place where we can actually, take it, uh, go commercial. So the R&D and the patience involved, uh, was quite high in our case. It took us more than a year to actually get to being ready for commercial selling.
Okay, so D2C is getting on marketplace. Yes, so you are just telling about the tapping market, like whenever a D2C product is launched, how it will be tapped, how the market will be tapped, right?
Uh, you're asking me,
No, Nipunji, I'm asking you.
yeah. No, I mean just we know what quality we require for it to get consumed commercially, and
Hmm.
our trials were not there. A lot of people in kept telling us that it's okay, it's not great, but just take it to market. But we were like, this is you're trying to sell quality to someone, so you cannot compromise on that quality aspect. So that pillar of quality was extremely important to even take it to sell it to the first person in the market.
That's right. Like pillar of quality is important because then it will depend on how your product and brand will be placed in the market.
Yes.
In the initially we talked about Pringles and then Real. So it will be depending on whether your product will be seen as Pringles or your product will be seen as Real. Correctly said.
I think
Anyone else?
differentiation, like what problem we are solving or what problem we are able to solve with the people, and also understanding the customer preferences, what they are preferring, or maybe having some sort of poll, or what do we call, I don't know the right word. So what people are survey, so that can also help, I believe.
Correctly said. With coffee, it is much likely the person who is loving the coffee, he will be expecting several things, different
Yeah.
and all. Correctly said. Anyone else? Okay, so starting the point of Abhiraj ji about iterations, like what is accepted into the market and what not, whether we are first into the market or we are not, and taking ahead with Nipunji's and Poojaji's answers, we are moving to the next slide where we will discuss that how to scale your product and what is the things which are accepted by the market, not accepted by the market, you should give, you could give, and what is the things which you shouldn't, you won't. Yeah, you won't be, the market won't be accepting that thing. Okay, so prioritize features. When I say prioritize features, right now if you go to any restaurant, okay, mostly you will see multi cuisine restaurants. A restaurant which is having a chef from, let's say, Rajasthan, he will be making each and everything multi-cuisine. He will be making dosas, he will be making, let's say, Punjabi, जो भी होता है, butter naan, rumali roti. He will be making butter paneer masala, everything. He will be making dal bati. He will be making some other cuisines also. He will be making Chinese. He will be making Mexican. He will be making Italian. Each and everything is served by almost all the restaurants which are multi-cuisine. Okay. At this point of time, whenever we go to a multi-cuisine restaurant, we see that there is a long list of menu. And when you see a long list of menu, you are totally confused. Ki, what should I buy? Yeah, what is the priority product of this restaurant? Why I am coming to this restaurant? Then you decide कि okay, इस Saturday इस restaurant में गए तो next Saturday हम किसी और में भी जा सकते हैं, because they don't have a specific product or a priority product which only they are selling or they are expertise into. They are just selling some random products कि कोई भी आओ खाओ और चले जाओ. That is okay with us. This is what prioritizing your features of products is. कि whenever you say that either you go with the exhaustive list कि हम सब बेचते हैं, either you go with the inclusive list कि नहीं हम यही बेचते तुम्हारे को खाना है. Whenever you go to some good restaurants, let's say when McDonald's came into India, they just went with burgers कि हम कुछ नहीं बेचते, हम सिर्फ बर्गर बेचते हैं. उसके एड ऑन में अगर आपको कोल्ड ड्रिंक चाहिए वी कैन गिव. उनकी यूएसपी क्या थी? हम एक चीज बेचते हैं पर वो उससे बेटर चीज और कोई नहीं बेच सकता. At that point of time when McDonald's entered, there were no people who were selling burgers. In future also, at this point of time when we are talking in 2026, whenever we want to purchase a burger, we imagine McDonald's first. Whether we are going to a KFC, whether we are going to Burger King, whether we are going to some other restaurants or any other cafe. But whenever someone says burger, we imagine McDonald's. So this is something when you prioritize your product. कि एक बार अगर आप अपनी प्रायोरिटी सेट करते हो, whether consumer are seeing कि okay, this is the company which is making the premium products in this say, and then you expand your product list, then you expand the things, then you have a customer segment which are loyal to you. And they just see कि okay, burger मतलब McDonald's, but McDonald's is also selling wraps. McDonald's is also selling Coke shakes. McDonald's is also selling some other things also. Right now they have came up with bowls. Now you can cater to the other the market share. Okay, going on to the next slide. So this is something which Moscow says. MSCW. पहले मेरे को ऐसा लगा था कि ये दो ओ किधर चले गए, फिर आई वॉज लाइक ओके वो ऑफ वाले हैं. So off is always silent. Sorry for the lame joke, but I thought let me just crack a small joke. In product placing or in product development, there are something what you should have, you must have. For any product, the must have thing cannot be neglected. There are something which you need to have. There is need for your company or your product to have that thing. For example, if you say okay, when you are going to a restaurant and you are not having payment gateways, you are not having person for order placement, you say that we are not having, let's say, going to a restaurant and you don't provide cutleries for dining. Your product is super, but you are not doing this. Okay. For some other, let's say, when you are going for a agricultural product, you are going to buy urea or maybe something else, and they are telling that okay, हम यूरिया तो बेचते हैं पर उसका बैग नहीं बेचते, तो आपको हाथ में ले जाना पड़ेगा. You are going to a milk shop and he is telling कि कल से bucket लेके आओ. Some things which are really essential features of your product which you should have. Then there is one more thing which is said. This was, we are talking about must have. Then we move to should have. Should have are the things which are additional features. कोई भी एडिशनल फीचर जब आपके पास होता है तो दैट बिकम्स एड ऑन एडवांटेज टू यू कि ओके फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यू आर टेकिंग द रेस्टोरेंट एग्जांपल देन यू हैव ऑर्डर ट्रैकिंग्स. आपके अभी जैसे कोई भी रेस्टोरेंट होता है, इफ यू आर ऑर्डरिंग अ फूड देन दे कैन हैव द ऑर्डर ट्रैकिंग्स. Pizza Hut came up with a new solution that if you are ordering a pizza on your table, there will be a virtual laptop where you can customize your pizza. You can see the toppings coming in, किस तरीके से वो दिखेगी. You can see the size of the pizza कि वो कितना बड़ा होगा, 6 inch, 9 inch, 18 inch. You can see the sauces. So that was something which they should have कि okay, अगर इस तरीके से होता है तो the person can imagine. In Japan, there is a policy for the marketing guys. For example, if you are selling biscuits, आपका बिस्किट का साइज और जो पिक्चर है ऑन दी पैकिंग दैट नीड्स टू बी सेम. इफ यू आर प्लेसिंग अ बिस्किट ऑन दैट पैकेट, वो मैच होना चाहिए. दिस इज द जापान पॉलिसी. This is something which gives an add-on advantage. When people are consuming your products, they are very much sorted and silent about your product. Okay, whatever I was assuming, this is the only product, so I'm happy with that. So you should have those things in your products. There are some things which you could have. Those are not necessary to sell the products, but if you are selling it, you are preparing your company or yourself for future. Cadbury came up with chocolates. They came up with an idea कि कुछ मीठा हो जाए. They don't need to place their products at sweets. Okay, they are good with chocolates, and that was okay. People were buying it, but then they discussed or they implemented a could have solution that was kuch meetha ho jaye. And right now when we are talking, they have approximately more than 50% of the share of sweets. आज अगर हम दिवाली पे या फिर राखी पे कहीं भी जाते हैं तो people go with Cadbury, not with let's say मोतीचूर के लड्डू या something else, because they placed, after a certain point of time they placed something कि okay, कुछ मीठा हो जाए is our USP. It wasn't required as a chocolate company, but they had, so they went with the market share. Now the fourth thing comes, which is won't have. Won't have is something, if you are not having it, or if you are having it, it is not impacting either your sales, either your market value, either your market share, either placing of the product, or either anything else. If as a restaurant, if I am providing drone delivery services to the customer won't be like, it won't be affected whether I am receiving the food packets from drone, food packets from a human, food packets from a humanoid, or food packets from any other person. If as a person, if I am consuming chips, I am least bothered whether that is having a matte finish or a golden finish. Yes, the experience will be changed, but if you are having a matte finish, that is your product line. If you are having something else like a glossy finish, that is okay. I'm bothered about whether I'm getting a baked chip or a fried chip. So these are some things which, if you are not having into your product, then that is okay. People are not your product line, your product market share is not dependent on that. Going forward with the building for scalability. Earlier, when you used to market yourself, your marketing needs to have a team. आपके पास में एक सप्लाई चेन होना चाहिए था, वहां से लोग वर्ड ऑफ माउथ से लोग लेते थे. पेप्सी को लोग जा जाके बेचते थे कि okay, Pepsi is this, Pepsi is this. Same goes with cigarettes. सिगरेट भी लोग जा के लेते थे, एक सप्लाई चेन क्रिएट होता था, उसके बाद में गल्ले वाले के पास में या पनवाड़ी वाले के पास में वो सिगरेट होती थी. Right now at this point of time, if you want to build scalability of your product, it needs to have some AI tools and automations for marketing. If you want to capture, you can use the technology and scale it like anything. For example, आज अगर कोई भी D2C प्रोडक्ट है और अगर आपने उस चीज़ को अमेज़न पे या फिर आपने उस चीज़ को लेट्स से ब्लिंकिट पे, ज़ेप्टो पे अगर रजिस्टर नहीं कराया, तो आपका सेल्स और मार्केटिंग इम्पैक्ट होता है. द कॉस्ट ऑफ मार्केटिंग is very much when you are going for the physical channels, but the cost of marketing reduces when you are going through automation, when you are going through AI, when you are going through the e-commerce platforms and the other things. There is something which is called जब सर्च इंजन के ऊपर आपका प्रोडक्ट प्लेस होता है, तो सर्च इंजन के ऊपर वो कितना जल्दी वहां पे पहुंच पाते हैं. That is where the technology affects your market placing and product placing. Also, there is one more thing. For example, whatever at this point of time, we all use Blinkit, Zepto and Zomato. हमारा पेशेंट सिर्फ 10 मिनट का रह गया at this point of time. 11th minute we are impatient. अभी तक आया नहीं, इतना जल्दी नहीं आया. नहीं आया तो अभी क्या करना है, कैंसिल कर दूं. How many of you cancel the Uber rides or Ola rides after 10 minutes? We have 10 minutes of patience at this point of time. जहाँ पे we used to wait for trains for 1 hour or half an hour with our parents, having samosas on railway stations, chai on railway station. We just have 10 minutes patience कि अगर ये 5 मिनट में कैब वाला नहीं आ रहा है, तो we are cancelling it. That means whenever you are placing a product and your product is not having a visibility in next 5 minutes when the person is scrolling, your product is out. Because वो 5 मिनट स्क्रॉल करेगा, स्क्रॉल करने के बाद में छोड़ देगा, जो मिला वो ले लेगा. If he is finding real in next 5 minutes, he will buy a real packet of chips. If he is finding Balaji, he will find Balaji. If he is finding something else, he will find something else. Right now, the impatience level of the market is so much that your scalability is dependent on the automation as well as the help of AI and tech platforms. और ये हर जगह इंटीग्रेट हो रहा है. Can anybody tell me कि सबने गोमूत्र के बारे में सुना हुआ है? आप मैक्सिमम गोमूत्र कितने रुपए में बेच सकते हो पर लीटर? Any hint? Anyone can tell? दूध नहीं, गोमूत्र की बात कर रहा हूं. मैक्सिमम पर लीटर रेट ऑफ अ गोमूत्र.
Maximum 200 rupees, 500 ml.
200 rupees, 500 ml, 400 per liter. Okay. Anyone else? Just quickly check on Google the maximum price of refined gomutra per liter.
It's about 100 rupees per liter.
That can be minimum.
It's showing like 150 to 700 between.
It's showing 250 to 450 per liter.
Even just like 6 to 700. Like the major e-commerce platforms are selling 600 to 700 between.
So that is where we are talking. गोमूत्र जो फ्री में मिलता था उसको लोग ₹700 लीटर तक भी बेच रहे हैं थ्रू टेक। हमारे यहाँ पे एक गोपाल गौशाला वाला है जो ₹1000 पर लीटर में बेचता है। ही सेज दैट इट इज टेक्नोलॉजिकली रिफाइंड गोमूत्र, तो वो कभी खराब नहीं होगा। उसको कोई बताओ कि एसिड वैसे भी खराब नहीं होता, एसिड कैसे खराब होगा? तुम टेक्नोलॉजिकली रिफाइन नहीं भी करोगे तो कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा। बट दैट्स व्हाट people use technology, people use platforms to scale their product like this. Next slide, please. From MVP to scale. There was a time जब keypad phones, we used to have keypad phones. Anybody have used keypad phones? Nokia 3110.
Yes.
I
Nokia.
still use the keypad phone in my
Oh,
smartphone as well.
that's great. Nokia 2720, फिर Nokia 1100 सबसे अच्छा आता था। मतलब
Yes.
इतना कस्टमाइज होता था कि वो गिर जाए उसके बाद रबड़ बांध दो तो चालू हो जाता था। द मोस्ट कस्टमाइज्ड फोन। और उसकी एसेसरीज इतने सारी आती थी कि आप हर दिन उसका कलर चेंज कर सकते हो।
I had
टुडे
Nokia 513. It had games and all.
yes, yes, it was. Right now at this point of time, we are approximately 23 people joined in the call. How many are having Nokia phones?
We having.
One.
Second
और
person,
राकेश में
me. I
आईफोन क्यों
am
बता रहा है? Having मतलब using, huh? It's not.
Yes.
Okay, you are using. Okay. But you are also using iPhone.
Yes. Now.
Great. Anybody else who's having Nokia, who's
me.
using Nokia phones?
Me.
Okay. Anyone else? Point कितना हो गया? नहीं, point भी नहीं हो, 9% हो गया ना? 9% people are using Nokia phones. If I am right with my maths. एक टाइम पे जो जो मोबाइल्स लाने वाली कंपनी थी, आज सिर्फ 9% यूजर है और उनके पास में भी एक सेकेंडरी फोन है जिसको वो प्राइमरी यूज करते हैं और नोकिया इज यूज्ड एज अ सेकेंडरी फोन। व्हाई?
वो भी पहले करते थे।
सॉरी?
वो भी पहले यूज करते थे, अभी तो नोकिया यूज नहीं करता होगा आई थिंक।
तो व्हाई, मतलब व्हाई पीपल आर नॉट यूजिंग नोकिया?
They
एक
didn't evolve.
सॉरी,
They didn't evolve with the changing times. What is required, the
मेरा
competition.
परसेप्शन ये है कि नोकिया इवॉल्व किया बट लेट किया और गलत डायरेक्शन में इवॉल्व किया।
करेक्ट।
Absolutely right.
व्हेन यू वांट टू
अपग्रेड
स्केल
नहीं
अप,
किया।
अपग्रेड नहीं किया। दैट्स राइट। When you want to scale up, you need to collect continuous feedbacks. You don't need to just collect feedbacks, you need to have continuation in the collection of feedbacks, and you need to improvise and improve continuously. It's not only improve, it needs to improvise and improve, and that is also into a continuous basis. It needs to have expansion in the features after you collect the feedback, after you do each and everything. नोकिया ने वो चीज़ नहीं करी और जब करी तब तक वो टाइम निकल चुका था। So that's why in today's world, when India was having more than 90% of Nokia users, right now I think less than 10% people are using Nokia. And why Apple? Why people are going through Apple? At this point of time, you will see that more than 50% of users are having iPhones or Apple phones. Why so?
क्लास स्टैंडर्ड लग्जरी।
Yes, sir, but partly correct. आज एप्पल स्टैंडर्ड जैसा बचा ही नहीं है, एवरीबडी इज हैविंग एप्पल। एक टाइम था
I think
जब पीपल यूज
ecosystem
टू
support.
funding ecosystem support. They improvise. They thought that each and every person should use Apple, not only the premium cloud, or now it don't need to be a symbol of, let's say, premiumness or excellence. It has reached to that curve where it has become a symbol of excellence, a symbol of royalty or all. Now it needs to go beyond that. It needs to go to each and every person. Each and every person needs to be a iPhone user or a Apple user. Why so? ऐसी क्यों strategy रही होगी? Going with a premium range of customers, now they are going with each and everyone. Like
ड्यूरेबिलिटी भी
anybody.
अच्छी है सर.
Sorry, durability भी अच्छी है.
बिल्कुल ड्यूरेबिलिटी में कहीं कमी नहीं है.
एज
कमी
अ
नहीं
टेक
है.
पर्सन मुझे लगता है कि एप्पल अब लग्जरी से ज्यादा क्राउड पे जा रहा है. इसके पीछे मेन रीजन ये होता है कि हमारा जो एप्पल हार्डवेयर में बिल्ड करता है और उसके पास अपना खुद का आईओएस एप्लीकेशन है, लेकिन आईओएस तभी लोग यूज करेंगे जब हमारे पास आईओएस के लिए एप्लीकेशंस होंगे. एंड एप्लीकेशंस हम तभी बनाएंगे जब हमारे पास उसके कस्टमर्स होंगे. तो जब
Customers
तक एप्पल ज्यादा लोग यूज नहीं करेंगे तो हम उनके लिए ऐप बनाएंगे ही नहीं. तो जब
बनाएंगे.
ऐप नहीं बनाएंगे उनका आईओएस नहीं चलेगा और बिना आईओएस के वो अपना फोन बेच नहीं सकते.
Correct. Correct. Now they are not targeting with the premiumness. They are correct. They are going for these kind of things. ऑल्सो उदित जी ने जो बोला कि एप्पल इकोसिस्टम, नाउ दे आर क्रिएटिंग एन इकोसिस्टम. एक टाइम के बाद देयर इज अ प्रोबेबिलिटी कि जब एक एप्पल इकोसिस्टम बन जाएगा, एंड एट दैट पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम इफ दे वांट टू फ्लश आउट द अदर पीपल लाइक द अदर मैन्युफैक्चरिंग ऑफ फोन्स एंड ऑल, दे कैन इजीली डू दैट. एक छोटा रिफॉर्म एंड 90% of the people are out, because at that point of time you will be having an Apple ecosystem. So when you will be scaling like this, suddenly your scale or uh, your sales will shoot like anything, because तब तक आप ब्रांड वैल्यू क्रिएट भी कर चुके हो, इकोसिस्टम आपके पास है, मोर देन 70% ऑफ द मार्केट शेयर आपके पास है. नाउ यू आर इन द मोनोपोलिस्टिक पोजिशन. सो दिस इज समथिंग विच वी आर एक्सपेक्टिंग कि एप्पल की स्ट्रैटेजी होनी चाहिए. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड प्लीज. हेलो. Thank you so much. Metrics that matters: activation, retention, churns, NPS, MRR, ARR, CAC, LTV. These are all fancy terms जो अभी हम जनरली सुनते हैं. आपका MRR कितना है, ARR कितना है, CAC क्या है, कॉस्ट एक्विजिशन, कस्टमर एक्विजिशन कॉस्ट कितना है, NPS क्या है, चर्न क्या हो रहा है, एक्टिवेशन रिटेंशन क्या है. But when you see whosoever is doing a small business or a customer, he is using these techniques or these metrics in their daily life. डे टू डे बेसिस पे हम ये सारे मेट्रिक्स यूज करते हैं, और ये सारे मेट्रिक्स यूज करने के बाद कोई एक पर्सन आता है जो हमें फैंसी टर्म्स के थ्रू ये सारी चीजें बताता है, और हमारे को लगता है कि कुछ नया ही हो गया है जिंदगी में, पता नहीं क्या ही चल रहा है. एम आई राइट और एम आई राइट?
यस.
हम सब्जी लेने जाते हैं, सब्जी का एक फिक्स चर्न है कि आलू आपको हर वीक लेने ही है, प्याज आपको हर वीक लेने ही है.
करेक्ट.
उसका रिटेंशन आप रिटेन करके ही रखते हो कि इतना मिनिमम ऑर्डर क्वांटिटी होना ही चाहिए. इससे मिनिमम आलू अगर घर में 250 ग्राम से कम हुए तो वापस रिफिल करने. आलू अगर 1.5 किलो से ज्यादा बढ़ गए तो उसको रहने दो, पड़ा रहेगा, खराब नहीं होगा. रिटेंशन. आलू जिस दिन ज्यादा पड़े उस दिन आलू की सब्जी बना लो. आलू का कॉस्ट बढ़ने वाला है, आलू खरीद के रख लो, स्टॉक कर लो. राजस्थान में लोग प्याज ज्यादा खाते हैं, तो प्याज अप्रैल के टाइम पे लोग कट्टे के कट्टे लेके आ जाते हैं. रीजन बीइंग उसका टर्नओवर बढ़ जाएगा, उसका प्राइस बढ़ जाएगा, स्टॉक करके रख लेते. This is something which we do with our own product as well. When we are activating the products, when we are on the activation mode, we need to retain each and everything. It's not about only retaining your customer, it will be always about retaining your vendor जो आपको आपके पार्ट सप्लाई कर रहा है. इट विल बी ऑलवेज अबाउट द हेल्पिंग वेंडर्स जो आपको आपके स्पेयर पार्ट सप्लाई कर रहे हैं. इट विल बी ऑलवेज अबाउट रिटेनिंग योर ओन कस्टमर्स जो कि आपसे प्रोडक्ट खरीदने वाले हैं. देन गोइंग विथ आपका चर्न कितना है, आपका वर्किंग कैपिटल साइकिल. जब आप किसी से आपका रॉ मटेरियल लेते हो उस टाइम जो कॉस्ट आप इनकर करते हो वो कॉस्ट आप कितने टाइम बाद उसको रिकवर कर पाते हो. सेम गोज विद दी स्टॉक थिंग ऑल्सो. जब आप आज कोई स्टॉक लेके रख ले हो, आज अगर आप कॉफ़ी बीन्स लेके रख रहे हो तो वो कितने टाइम बाद सेल होना है और उसको प्रोसेस करने के लिए कितना टाइम चाहिए. वो चर्न, वो जो साइकिल है वो कितने टाइम बाद आपको घुमाते रहना है. These are the metrics which matters when you are building a product, when you are selling a product, when you are selling anything which is there in your company. And these are very small things which we came we uses these metrics into day-to-day life. But whenever it comes to the company, I think it is that much obvious that we just skip that. कि हाँ ये तो पता है हो जाएगा, इसको नोट डाउन करने की जरूरत नहीं. वी डोंट नीड टू फाइंड आउट कि हमारा साइकिल कितने दिन पे चल रहा है, कि हाँ एक महीना जैसा प्रोडक्ट चलता है. एक महीना जैसा कुछ नहीं होता है. when you are talking about a company, when you are talking about sales, when you are talking about numbers, एक दिन में भी फर्क पड़ता है. लेट मी शेयर यू अ वेरी इंटरेस्टिंग स्टोरी. किसी ने कोलगेट के एक एम्प्लॉय के बारे में कुछ सुना है जो उनके टेक्नोलॉजी डिपार्टमेंट में था और फिर उसको कोलगेट में से शेयर्स दिए गए.
हाँ मैंने
कुछ है आइडिया क्यों दिए गए शेयर्स, क्या हुआ था?
आई थॉट लाइक ये स्टोरी वही है या फिर कोई और आप जो बता रहे हो, आई डोंट नो. पर ये स्टोरी ऐसी थी कि कोलगेट का जो एम्प्लॉय था उसको पता चला कि लोग कोलगेट यूज करते हैं बट जो उसका लाइक ऊपर का ढक्कन जो भी वो आता है केप वगैरह वहां से बहुत कम कोलगेट निकलता था. तो उन्होंने लाइक कुछ सजेस्ट करा था कि वो थोड़ा सा बढ़ा दे तो जल्दी खत्म होगा तो जल्दी यूजर वापस आएंगे. बिकॉज दीज आर द काइंड ऑफ थिंग्स जो वीकली और मंथली में रिटेंशन देती है.
चर्निंग बेसिकली. सो स्टोरी करेक्टली मेंशन. थोड़ा इसको इंटरेस्टिंग बनाते हैं. हमारी जो मेंटालिटी है ना या हमारा जो शौक है वो ऐसे होते हैं कि जो हमारा टूथब्रश है, आई थिंक ये टूथब्रश नहीं, अपन इसको टूथब्रश बना लेते हैं. पेन है पर चलेगा. ये पूरा भरा होना चाहिए तो हमारे को सेटिस्फेक्शन आता है कि हमने ब्रश किया. हम कभी भी कोलगेट लेते हैं और उसको ऐसे रख देते हैं. हम कभी भी ये नहीं सोचते हैं कि कितना ज्यादा निकल रहा है कितना कम निकल रहा है. इतना तो भरा होना चाहिए तो ही ब्रश हो पाएगा, नहीं तो ब्रश ही नहीं हो पाएगा हमारे से. जबकि वो ब्रश अपन आप वीक में एक बार कर रहे हो उसका इशू नहीं है. इशू यही है कि इतना भरा होना चाहिए. एंड दैट वाज आइडेंटिफाइड बाय एन एम्प्लॉय ऑफ कोलगेट. बहुत ही मीडियम स्केल मैनेजर लेवल पे वो पर्सन था. उसने यही बोला कि सर पीपल आर नॉट यूजिंग कोलगेट कि उसमें इतना ही पार्ट होना चाहिए. दे जस्ट वांट के ये पूरा भरना चाहिए. तो अगर हम थोड़ा सा उसका सरकमफ्रेंस बढ़ा दें तो वो ज़्यादा ज़्यादा निकलने लग जाएगा. ज़्यादा ज़्यादा निकलने लग जाएगा तो जल्दी यूज़ होगा, जल्दी यूज़ होगा तो जल्दी रीबाय होगा, जल्दी रीबाय होगा तो हमारी सेल्स बढ़ जाएगी. आफ्टर 2 or 3 months कोलगेट ने ये नोटिस किया कि देयर सेल्स हैव इंक्रीज्ड मोर देन 100% because of that, just that circumference. And they got to know कि ओके एक छोटी सी चीज या एक दिन अगर वो एक दिन भी अगर बढ़ रहा है या कम हो रहा है कोलगेट यूज का तो उससे हमारी सेल्स कितनी इफेक्ट हो रही है. अगर एक टूथपेस्ट 30 दिन की जगह 28 दिन चलने लग जाता है तो हमारी सेल्स कितनी इफेक्ट होती है. सेम गोज विथ हम जितने भी प्लान सुनते हैं वोडाफोन के ले लो या फिर OTTs के ले लो, वो 28 दिन के प्लान होते हैं एंड वी काउंट 28 दिन एज 1 मंथ, जबकि 1 मंथ इज 30 और 31 days. वो 2 दिन की वजह से दे आर मेकिंग लॉट एंड लॉट्स ऑफ प्रॉफिट. हम ये चीज कभी नहीं सोचते कि 399 में 28 डेज है या 399 में 31 days. हम 399 देखते हैं and we consider that thing below 350. That is one. Second, हम 28 days देखते हैं and we consider it as 1 month. Next, please. Validate before scaling. Build for flexibility. Measure everything. Customer feedback drives growth. कोई ये चीज समझा पाए? Anybody having any examples or anything? The example which we are continuing, Colgate वाला, validate before scaling. उन लोगों ने 3 महीना पहले पायलट किया था कि ये सरकमफेरेंस बढ़ाने की वजह से कुछ फर्क, या राइटली सेड बाय देविता जी, सरकमफेरेंस बढ़ाने की वजह से उनके सेल्स में कुछ इफेक्ट आ रहा है कि नहीं आ रहा है, तो ही सरकमफेरेंस बढ़ाना है, नहीं तो वैसा का वैसा रख देना है, कोई बात नहीं. कोई भी चीज आप जब बनाते हो तो डोंट बी सो पॉजिटिव अबाउट योर प्रोडक्ट दैट यू आर नॉट फ्लेक्सिबल विद द चेंजेस इन द प्रोडक्ट, एज डन बाय नोकिया. दे वर नॉट फ्लेक्सिबल विद द प्रोडक्ट्स, दे वर लाइक हमने जो बना दिया वही फाइनल है, उससे ऊपर भगवान भी नहीं. तो भगवान ने बोला रुको, लेट मी डू समथिंग. Measure everything. 28 days mean 28 days. It is not, it is never a month. It is only 28 days. You still have 2 days to go. 399 means 399. It is never 350 nor 400. It is 399. Whatever customer gives you as feedback, analyze that thing. That will drive your growth. It wasn't कि आपके कस्टमर ने आज आपको बोला कि रेड कलर का आईफोन बना दो और आपने बना दिया. नहीं. एनालाइज दैट थिंग. कस्टमर जो फीडबैक दे रहा है, मोस्ट ऑफ द कस्टमर फीडबैक्स डिपेंड ऑन देयर ओन मूड. दोज, लाइक व्हेनेवर आई एम सिपिंग अ कॉफी, इट इज नॉट के हर बार कॉफी गलत ही बन रही है. दैट इज समवेयर वेयर आई नीड कॉफी विथ मोर शुगर. Sometimes I need coffee with less sugar. Sometimes people don't want flavors in the coffee. Basvilla came up with flavors. People uses that coffee, but the real coffee lovers, they don't want anything with their coffee. Real coffee lovers will go with the fragrance, with the aroma of that coffee. And aroma cannot be sweet. Coffee cannot be sweet. Coffee बनी नहीं sweet बनने के लिए. तो इफ सम कस्टमर इज गिविंग यू फीडबैक कि नहीं ये इसमें तो हनी वाला फ्लेवर होना चाहिए, अरे भाई तो वो हनी ले ले, कॉफी मत ले. इमेजिन यू आर गोइंग टू सोला विनयार्ड्स एंड यू आर आस्किंग फॉर अ जिन. नहीं, वो सोलिया विनयार्ड्स है, बनाते वाइन नहीं है. वाइन और जिन के डिफरेंस में फर्क होना है, और होना है तो होना है. तुम्हारे फीडबैक की वजह से वो चेंज नहीं हो सकता. Whenever you are taking customers' feedback, analyze that thing. That will drive your growth. Customer feedback won't drive your growth. Next, please. Just wrapping up with a small discussion which we started about Titans. टाइटन्स ने घड़ी बनाई, सब कुछ बनाया, सारी चीज़ें करी, इंटरनेशनल मार्केट में जाने के लिए ट्राई किया. दे वर गोइंग इनटू द इंटरनेशनल मार्केट. दे मेड समथिंग which was a symbol of excellence, which was something which revolutioned the wristwatch market at that point of time. Can anybody tell what was that?
We use that quartz technology, which require binding.
Partly correct. किसी ने टाइटन एज के बारे में सुना है?
Yes, the thinnest watch ever.
The thinnest watch ever. They made something which revolutionized the wristwatch market. Thinnest watch. They were the first in the world to make thinnest watch ever. The company which were importing several parts of a wristwatch, the company which was facing challenges to at least get a license to make a wristwatch, the company which was not allowed to enter into European markets, the company which was not getting customers in their own countries, they made world's first thinnest watch into the wristwatch. No one ever thought about that product. Everybody was like कि watch तो मोटी ही होती है, नहीं. So they just went with the thinnest watch. कि okay, watch सिर्फ मोटी ही नहीं होती, thin भी होती. If you make that kind of a product, which itself becomes something which you challenge yourself. If you are making a watch, then let's make a thinnest watch. If I am making any beauty product, I will challenge myself and make a better product. If you make coffee beans, I will make something which is right now not existing, but it will be existing after 5 years. And that's what Titan strategy is. That's what Apple used to do. Apple का जो वो है, एप्पल वो खाया हुआ एप्पल होता है ना, वो क्यों होता है? Why it is bitten apple? It was something you eat apple and you will know what apple is. And employees in the Apple used to think, used to sleep, used to eat, everything they used to do was Apple. Apple phone कैसे ऐसा ही रहना चाहिए. Steve Jobs used to think, used to eat Apple. He used to do each and everything around Apple. If the phone is like, if someone is holding the phone like this, how will it look? If someone is holding the phone like this, how will it look? If someone is holding the phone like this, how will it look? If someone is having the phones in the pocket, how will it look? This is something where you master yourself in your product and you are competing with yourself only, so that your product is again and again improvising and it is becoming better. So with this, I think I would like to conclude this session. If there is anything anyone wants to ask or discuss, the floor is open.
I have a question कि
Yes,
जो
please.
पायलट टेस्टिंग्स या वैलिडेशंस होते हैं प्रोडक्ट की, वो B2C मार्केट में तो कंपैरेटिवली इजी होता है कि चलो हम अपना कोई प्रोडक्ट लेके कस्टमर के पास चले गए, उसको बोला कि लेट्स यूज दैट और फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट मैं आपको दे रहा हूँ, बस यूज करके अपने कॉम्प्लीमेंट्स या फीडबैक्स जो भी है मुझे. लेकिन B2B या फिर स्पेसिफिकली इन आवर सेक्टर जो साइबर सिक्योरिटी है, वहाँ पे हमें वैलिडेशन के लिए भी सबसे पहले पूरे कंप्लायंस एंड ऑडिटिंग का पूरा एक जंजाल से गुजरना पड़ता है. तब जाके कोई फर्म हमें अलाउ करता है कि ओके वी विल डिप्लॉय योर प्रोडक्ट फॉर सेवरल मंथ्स एंड देन वी विल गिव यू द फीडबैक्स हाउ इट इज वर्किंग ऑन आवर सिस्टम. सो इस कंडीशन में हमें कैसे इन चीज़ों को और ज़्यादा ट्रिगर करके और ज़्यादा लोगों को अपने प्रोडक्ट के साथ इंट्रोड्यूस कर सकते हैं ताकि एक जेन्युइन फीडबैक हम उनसे ले पाएं.
For any product which is related to security, cyber defense, artilleries, or firewalls, anything which is used for a security, उसके लिए ना there are n number of hackathons and problem statements happens all over India and world. It is very easy to take feedbacks and pilotings when you are participating in an hackathon. which is organized by, whether it is organized by government, whether it is organized by any private accelerator, whether it is organized by a corporate or anyone. Google organizes cybersecurity hackathons. Then Kerala Startup Mission उनकी साइबर सिक्योरिटी पुलिस के साथ मिलकर साइबर सिक्योरिटी हैकाथन करता है. In Gujarat also right now there is an hackathon on 26th or 27th or 28th by Ahmedabad Cyber Cell. Whenever you are participating in those kind of hackathons, it becomes easy for you to communicate with the right set of people who are validating your product. For specifically for the products which are used into securities, whether it is homeland security, whether it is defense security, air force security, or corporate security. Anyone?
I have a question. I just wanted to know. So, since I'm starting my brand, what are the most mistake that all the brands do while starting their brands, or with your experience, and which we should avoid? If you could just talk about it.
Okay. Most of the brands, they go for the market survey in specific terrains only. For example, if you are a D2C product and if you want to launch your market either pan India or either into a specific state, you cannot judge the other state acceptance with your own state pilot only. For example, here in Gujarat, won't people are less coffee lovers. When you go to Bangalore, when you go to the southern part of India, people drink more coffee. They are the best coffee lovers.
Right.
When you go to the northern part of India, people prefer chai over coffee.
Correct.
When you go to eastern part of India, again there is a 50-50 ratio of having coffee and chai both. But there people go with blend taste of coffee. So each and every preference of the terrain is different. Most of the founders in just launching their product, they go with one set of sampling only. Or either there can be second strategy. Like whenever you are launching your product, don't launch it pan India directly. Gopal, which is a brand of Gujarat, didn't launch their product pan India. They went to Gujarat first, then they slowly expanded that thing. Same goes with Balaji. On the other thing, when Lay's coming to India, they wanted to directly launch to India first, not going with small states. So the strategy of sampling was different between Balaji and Lay's.
Okay. Got it. Makes sense. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you. So I think if nobody is having question, we can sum up here.
Yes, sir.
Hi, Yash, long time.
Yes, sir.
How are you? All good?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Okay then, thank you so much, Innovher, for calling me on the platform and inviting me to take a session. Thank you so much, all the founders, for patience listening, and all the very best. Whenever anybody needs any help in Gujarat, do let me know. We'll be here only. Whatever help is possible, we'll be extending that thing.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please, Mohitji, Dr. Mohit.
Sir, I want to know about, actually, sir, we have very good products like Ayurvedic products with the good packing and all.
Right.
सर इससे पहले हमने लाइक वाइट लेबल में काफी काम किया थर्ड पार्टी मैन्युफैक्चरिंग के अंदर वी हैव सोल्ड लाइक 10,000 बॉटल्स पर मंथ.
Right.
तो उसके बाद क्या हुआ कि वी शिफ्टेड टू मैन्युफैक्चर आवर ब्रांड, तो हम उसको अपना ब्रांड बनाने पे आ गए। तो उस
Great.
वो सारी सेल, वो सारी चीजें वो चलेगी। मतलब हमने कोशिश किया कुछ ऑनलाइन भी कुछ ऑफलाइन भी, बट फिर भी या तो राइट ट्रैक मिस हो गया, या वो चीजें वो सारी सेल पिछले 3-4 साल से वो सारी वो हम नहीं कर पाए जो हम थर्ड पार्टी में कर रहे थे।
Okay. Sometimes, Dr. Saab, there is this thing. People acceptance जो है वो आयुर्वेद के अंदर, it is not directly to the Ayurved. It is relatable to other things including Ayurved. जैसे अगर मैं पतंजलि की बात करूं, तो पतंजलि was not known because of Patanjali in his initial days. It was because of Baba Ramdev, who used to do yoga. So Ayurveda was associated with yoga at that point of time when it was launching. In specific sectors, when you want to launch a product where people, when there is a very threshold competition, or your substitutes, rather than competition, your substitutes are much more powerful. For example, when you are talking about Ayurveda, allopathy right now is much more powerful with the economic stability, with the, let's say, the acceptability of people, with the market at this point of time which the allopathic doctors have created. At that point of time, you need to enter the market in a different manner. If you are going straight away, like हमारा ये एक product है, you should use that, the acceptance or the hurdle of acceptance will be there. But if you are going with some different channels, if you are launching the campaigns first, you are building a community, and that community is using your product, and that community is referring to other person, it will be much more easier for the people to accept your product.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Sir, I have one question. Like we are into like service industry, and it's totally depend on the, like you rightly said, like Baba Ramdev, face value. The same in or healthcare specifically, it drive with the face values.
Right.
In physiotherapy, it become more when, because patient spend almost an hour with the physiotherapist.
Correct.
So scalability is a challenge for us. So we wanted to break that barrier. I've seen the same happen with Clove Dental. That also same, the Clove Dental is a, they started with one center. Dental is like where the dentist has to spend more time with the patient, and the same thing. So I just wanted your input, sir, ki how, what parameters will affect, because it's, I understand this, and yeah, definitely service quality outcomes, but somehow what happened there, we need to, there's no nationalized brand like hospital like Fortis, Manipal, Medanta in field like us, physiotherapy. So yes, there is a demand for the brand. So how we can make this scalable to a level where people recognize as a national brand, and they can choose, opt for, like we have to go with this particular brand.
Okay. In service industry specifically, अगर मैं बात करूँ कि जो health issues में आती है, why people go with Zydus and Apollo as hospital brands? Why people go with Lilavati as hospital brands? Reason being, their internal check या उनके जो फ्रेंचाइजीज हैं वो उस पैरामीटर पे दी जाती है कि उनका जो खुद का हॉस्पिटल है जिसमें जो खुद डॉक्टर प्रैक्टिस कर रहा है उसी के पैरामीटर्स दी अदर डॉक्टर्स विल फॉलो. Okay. If you are creating that kind of a brand, then people will trust your brand itself. For that, you need time, money, and patience. Three things. Today, if you are having your own franchises into, let's say, Rajasthan itself, then you need to figure out that what kind of a person or the physiotherapist is, whether he is having the same capabilities which you are having at this point of time. If not, then what is the second option. If people are taking your franchises, how would they take? इसके अंदर ना कहीं it is not directly relatable, but you study the model of cult, which is a gym brand.
Yes.
Okay. Cult के अंदर first of all they create communities first. कम्युनिटी क्रिएट करते 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 वो ब्रांड वैल्यू जब बन जाता है, उसके बाद में पीपल गो विद द ब्रांड वैल्यू. फॉर दैट, फॉर cult, then it is easier to expand and give their franchisees to the same type of people. When you are, so just taking an example, maybe I'm wrong because I'm not a doctor. Okay. So please excuse for that. In physiotherapy, if you plan that, okay, in the morning we will be having pre-session 7 to 9 for this side of people, will be sharing some insights, how to stretch yourself, how to stretch your body, छोटा मोटा अगर कुछ पेन हो रहा हो तो उसके लिए ये सारी चीजें. जब ये सारी चीजें you are doing some activities which are free of cost and you are making a community, then slowly and gradually, because of your that time investment, people start knowing कि अच्छा हाँ ये फिजियोथेरेपी वाले बहुत अच्छा सिखाते हैं, इनके पास जाना चाहिए, कुछ हो जाए तो उनके पास जाओ, ये फ्री में ही इतना सिखा देते तो पैसे लेके तो मतलब ठीक ही कर देते बिल्कुल. या एट दिस पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम ऑल्सो people associate doctor profession with the brand which is there.
Yes.
So if you can create that kind of community, then it will be less expensive for you and it will be much more scalable for you. अब community कैसे करनी है वो तो you need to hire marketers and all those things.
Correct.
Basically you need to invest.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. निपुण जी, आप कुछ पूछना चाहते हैं?
जी sir. Sir, wanted to understand how do we leverage iHub का network for B2B, B2G? Because, yeah.
Okay. At any point of time when you are visiting Gujarat, just visit iHub. iHub gives free incubation. We don't charge anything from any startup. Here we do, we have good networking events also. Okay. Then there are, as we are a part of government, so we do a lot of, let's say, handholdings. We do lots of community event. We also recommend our startups for several awards, prize, and all those things. In your case, I guess the amount of recognition you will have from other people, you can showcase it better. That okay, you are creating some different impact. Okay, right now the things are going on के बायोडिग्रेडेबल होना चाहिए, बिल्कुल भी प्लास्टिक नहीं होना चाहिए, या फिर एग्रीकल्चर वेस्ट से अगर कोई चीज़ बनी हो, एग्रीकल्चर के ग्रेन से अगर कोई चीज़ बनी हो तो पीपल आर अडॉप्टिंग दिस मोर. फॉर दैट यू नीड टू मार्केट योरसेल्फ. हमारे को आज पीएम से अवार्ड मिला, हमारे को सीएम से अवार्ड मिल गया, आज सीएम सर ने हमारे कप में चाय पी. These are things which really create an impact on a normal person. Anyone, so it is something. हम छोटे कप्स में चाय पीते थे, हमारे इंडिया के अंदर लोग छोटे कप में चाय पीते थे. ठीक है. उससे पहले गांव में अगर आप जाओगे तो दूध जो दिया जाता वो इतने बड़े प्याले में दिया जाता था. राइट. मतलब at any point of time our consumption of milk was very higher with that pyala. Then came a concept of छोटे से cups. Right now at this point of time everyone needs mug इस size का. Right.
Correct.
Because the more you see people with having a mug of coffee, the more you think कि नहीं यार कॉफी पीनी है तो मग में ही पीनी है, वो थोड़ी छोटे कप में पी जाती. और जबकि हमारे गांव में आज भी वो बड़े वाले प्याले में ही दिया जाता है. तो then what is the difference between that pyala and your mug? It is, if you see someone holding that mug, you will feel that okay नहीं मेरे को इसमें पीनी है, मजा आता है. If you see 10 people holding that mug, then you will be much more कि अच्छा हाँ यार अब तो सभी मग में पीने लगे. अरे सब थोड़ी पीने लगे, 10 ही लोग पी रहे. But we get fantasized. So that is what you can do at this point of time through iHub also, or through iStart also, through Innovher also.
Got it. Okay.
But Baki, anytime you are coming to Ahmedabad, you are much more welcome here.
So, thank you.
Thank you.
Any further questions, everyone?
सर आपसे अगर कभी फर्दर हमें कनेक्ट करना हो तो फिर कैसे कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं?
किस में कनेक्ट करना हो?
सपोज अगर आपसे लिंक्डइन या फिर ईमेल्स के थ्रू आपसे किसी तरीके
Yes, sir.
की
Let me leave my number so that anyone can connect, or either I think Innovher team can share my number.
Yeah, we'll do that.
जैसे
No
जैसे
worries.
बोला.
We'll do that. Yes.
Right. Okay. Okay, I think there is some case study.
Yeah, you'll get that on the dashboard, sir. There's a case study and some Q&A with regards to this session that the mentorship session that we had right now. There's a dashboard that is given, so you can get that dashboard and you can get reference for it.
Okay.
And also, everyone, if you're facing any difficulties with the dashboard, you can call the representative's number. There's a broadcast message that is getting to you or getting received, so you can call to the number directly as well.
Okay.
Suryansh is taking charge of that now.
Okay, then can we wrap up now?
Yeah, I'm very thankful on behalf of Innovher, sir. I thank you for this very insightful session.
Thank you so much for calling me.
Definitely, and maybe this was interactive enough. Yesterday we have a very quick session with regards to that. I was taking that session. Maybe today people didn't get bored of things and they enjoyed a lot in the session. I'm getting good feedbacks right away on my chats, right? So super amazing,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Happy to host you.
Sorry, not able to hear. Your voice is breaking.
Am I audible now? Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. So very thankful, sir. See you someday in Jaipur, like very soon.
For sure, Jaipur is my place. We'll be coming. Whenever you are calling, just give me a call and I will be there. Don't worry.
Definitely, sir. Very grateful, sir.
Okay. Thank you. Good night, everyone. Jai Hind.
Thank you.
Good night, sir. Thank you.
Shivam sir.
Yeah, we can just you're audible. We can just text over it, no? We can just have a call. Let us wind this meeting up right now. Vijay? Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you, everyone.